You know, it's always a privilege to be able to come to things like this and say a few words, but today is probably more exciting than many of the ones I've been to over the years. We're actually seeing the groundbreaking and starting of a new building that is going to offer tremendous services to not only Federal Way but South King County. And the thing that's always refreshing for me and exciting is when I stand up here and get to say a couple words, I get to look out at all your faces. And the thing that I notice is we brought together a tremendous amount of different people that do different things in our community, but they all have the same goal, is to help somebody else bring themselves up from their bootstraps and do better. And without the people that work here and the volunteers that provide services, and without the donors and without the businesses, without our representatives, nothing gets done. And this is a real collaborative opportunity for us to do much more good in Federal Way. So when we talk about this exciting time of this groundbreaking and the services that it's going to provide and the opportunities our citizens are going to have, we want to thank the Multi-Service Center for taking the step to think out of the box and be creative and do something that we need in Federal Way. But we have to look back at all you and give all you a hand for being the ones that make it possible so Deanie and her organization can carry out their mission. And so when I get to come up here, I want to make sure that I thank all you for being here and thank you for giving back to our city, because if we just rely on organizations and we rely on the government and we rely on somebody else to do something, nothing gets done. So first of all, I want to thank you for that. And as I was thinking about this building, the thing that sticks out to my mind is it's not about an administration building and it's not about a new building, it's about the services. When I talked to the architect and the construction person earlier this morning, they told me about the meeting rooms and the classrooms and the different wings for ESL and for energy and for emergency services. So what we're getting here is not a building, although it's very nice and it's well thought out, but we're getting more services to provide our citizens at a very affordable rate so we can bring up those that need help. So again, thank you for being here. I want to thank Deanie for allowing me to come forward and just take a couple minutes. And I want to thank, recognize Jean Burbage, who's come. She wasn't here earlier, and she has now arrived, so I want to thank her for being here. And I'll turn it back to Deanie. Thank you.
Yes, it is about the services, and if we're lucky, they'll allow me and a few others of us to move back in too. So now it's my great pleasure to introduce you to the president of our board, and a person that I've worked with for many, many years. He's been on the board for quite some time. Took him that long to move up to president. Michael Gordon.
I'm taller than her, so. You know, today is an amazing day, and I'll tell you, everybody got an envelope, and inside that envelope was a groundbreaking invitation. And it wouldn't be possible to have this invitation if it wasn't for everybody that's here today. And I got involved with the Multi-Service Center because of the impact that it makes on the lives of the community of South King County and Federal Way. And it's just an amazing gift and a blessing to be here today and to have this foundation before us for a new building. That's $75,000 a year that we're saving because of this building that we were putting into a leased space. So now we have this opportunity to put that money back into the agency. And that money is needed for the community of South King County and Federal Way. Now, I support this project fully, and every single board member supports this project fully, not only verbally but financially. Each one of us has given to this campaign, and I think that that speaks volumes to the commitment of the board and to what the agency is about in this community. Now, we have some folks here that we really need to make sure that we acknowledge, and that's because they started this process of getting the money necessary to break ground here first. And that's our steering committee. And that's led by Dennis Hulsey. He's the chair, Dan Bogart, Marty Markey, and Faith Ainsworth, and Maria Stafford. And we need to thank them because they're the ones that started this process of getting the money necessary to do this. They had the opportunity to meet with some great individuals and some great companies, and I'd like to acknowledge those companies, and that's the Norcliffe Foundation and Totem Ocean Trailer Express, or TOTE as we know them as, and Team 83 and Rainier Pacific Bank, and the board, the Multi-Service Center Board of Directors, and many private donors that they don't even want to be acknowledged. They believe in the commitment of the agency and what we're doing for this community. And I want to thank them. And then also the financing that was made possible. And I know that in this economic environment, in this economy, to have a bank step up and provide financing speaks volumes to their commitment to this project. And I want to thank Sterling Savings Bank for doing that. So thank you for coming today, and I'm going to turn it back over to Deanie.
Thank you, Michael. He is taller than I am. All right, we're not going to keep you out here too much longer because it is very, very warm. But I do want to introduce a couple more folks to you. And very, very importantly is our construction company. It's Mountain Construction, and I want to bring Brett Thomas up to say a few words. But I also want to tell you that this, come on up, Brett. I just want to say that they have been wonderful because they have been trying to do this work while working around the food bank, which most of you know is open 3 days a week, and we have a lot of traffic in here. And their people that have been here have just been so wonderful with our food bank people, some who have gotten lost wandering inside here, and they've helped them out. And some of the people have suggested that we should be building this over there or over there, not here. But they've just been wonderful. They've been very helpful to our staff. So, Brett, thank you.